What's going on, guys? JayeDeBlack here. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Lamelo Ball, and his girlfriend recently went public with the child that they've had together. Now, some weeks back, LeVar Ball mentioned how Lamelo may have a child called LaOne. Now, I believe I was ready to do that video, and I didn't do that video because I didn't have enough facts, right? So I didn't want to go and do a video without having all the information. So I waited to see if any more would come out, and apparently it has. And that's as of a couple of days ago. It's been confirmed. You see photos of the child with Lamelo, excuse me. But there's been more info, and I'm glad I waited because I'm about to go in. Lamelo's making a huge mistake. I know, because it just seems like people are giving this a pass. Now, people are making fun of the name, but I don't care about the name. I care about the fact that you have a 24-year-old who thinks he knows everything. Lamelo think he know everything. And he's gotten a 37-year-old woman, not only pregnant, but is now the mother of his child. Now, there's an interesting twist to this. Apparently, she had trouble, having kids. They must have been trying. So I believe they've been trying since they started dating back when he was 19. Did y'all know that? They started dating when he was 19. He was barely in the league a year before they started dating, I believe, almost 5 years ago. She was already in her 30s when she started. And by the way, she had said it herself that she had no interest in dating younger guys. All it takes is a guy being in the NBA to change perspective. She can't even have kids properly. That's why I believe, according to the report, they had to seek IVF treatment, which means this was planned. This was a planned pregnancy. This guy, Lamelo, had a planned pregnancy with this woman, former Taz Angel, Anna Montana. And I'm just looking at shaking my head. People are giving this a pass, and I just can't do it. I cannot give this a pass. I can't. Because I've seen these relationships come and go. None of these relationships are any special or any different than the other. Okay, now again, you got Lamelo who thinks he knows everything. He's not above making bad choices. This guy is in court dealing with the legal issue of running over a man's foot because he's speeding on those narrow Charlotte streets. So we know he will make dumb choices. He's made some dumb choices, and this is the dumbest one. Okay, you're with a woman, okay, who's a couple of years shy of 40, and you're 24. And I know that LeVar Ball's his dad, but LeVar Ball's complicit in this. Now, he's had his own health issue, and I understand he wants what's best for his sons, but is this what's best for your son? Look at what's going on with LiAngelo and the drama that he's been in. And I've documented that drama. Lamelo does not know what he is doing. As a matter of fact, people are posting another female apparently that he had a child with that he's secretly paying her off so she won't say anything publicly. So LaOne might be La2. So again, if that rumor is true, and again, I didn't add it to this commentary, y'all can go and look it up. I could put it in the Patreon because I have to do a part 2 to this, but it's not going to be for YouTube. I am just looking at this and I am floored by how people are giving this a pass. They're giving this a pass. And I can't do it. There's just so much going on here. So much going on here. The only one of LeVar Ball's sons that doesn't seem to be in any drama as of right now is is Lonzo. Lonzo's probably the only one. He may have had an issue some years back with the Knicks, but he's stable. It's nothing that drama filled anything there so far since then. But I'm just absolutely people are just giving this a pass, and I am just shocked. 37 years old. This woman can't even have kids properly. Now, again, that's not, I'm saying it's fault, but I don't know the details. I don't know the medical, whatever was going on there. But not only did she have this child due to IVF, she also started a nonprofit for IVF. It's like a whole rollout. Of course, right? I'm just absolutely floored by this. And I just saw this, by the way. I had no idea that this was going on because this article was posted 4 days ago. People making fun of the name. But we got to talk about the game. And the game is of these young NBA players getting finessed and they don't even see it coming. Let's see. The NBA star, who's 24, and the model, whose real name is Annalisa Chavez, have welcomed their first baby together, son Lawan. A rep for the couple confirms to People exclusively Ball in Montana, who welcomed their son this past January, are also launching I Am Fertility, a platform and nonprofit dedicated to supporting women navigating fertility and IVF journey. So she has issues. She had issues having kids. So there's no telling how long they've been trying to have kids. There's no telling how long with this 37-year-old woman trying to have a child with a 20-something-year-old, even though she said it herself before she started dating Lamelo that she wouldn't date younger guys, but now she's out here having children with him or through IVF. It's just welcoming Lawan in the world has changed our hearts in the best way, the couple tells People. Family has always meant everything to us, but becoming parents has given us an entirely new perspective on love, purpose, legacy, and what truly matters. You know what truly matters is these guys not getting themselves finessed. That's what should truly matter. Now, in one of the pictures on this page that features all of them sitting together, them with the child, she looks like she has an engagement ring on. But I just want to say this. If Lamelo was truly dedicated to her, well, why didn't he get engaged first before having a child? Why would you have the child first? Like, why would you sit up there? Because now you set her up for 18 years of child support. Congratulations. She's gotten a child now. She don't even need the ring. You could have gotten engaged to her, possibly married, even though I don't suggest that. But why have a child with them? Why? Why set yourself up like that? Because again, you can't tell Lamelo and they think they know everything. He has brought us so much happiness and meaning into our lives, and we're incredibly grateful to God for trusting us with such a special blessing. They continue, we're embracing this new chapter with so much love and excitement as we raise and guide our son together. Well, we'll see how long that lasts, because again, I've seen these couples come and go. You've seen these couples come and go, right? You've seen them come and go. They all claim they're in love, and it falls apart. At one point during my IVF journey, I felt overwhelmed, emotional, and isolated and unsure where to turn, says Montana. That experience inspired me to create I Am Fertility as a safe space for women to don't have to face this journey alone. It says this is more than awareness. It's creating real support, real access in a community where women feel seen, understood, and hopeful. She also launched the Hope Grant, which provides direct financial assistance to women navigating IVF and fertility treatments. You know, it's crazy. It's like the opposite, because, so many of these women support abortions and support, getting rid of children. So I applaud her for, wanting to help other women, right? But this feels like a rollout. This feels like a total rollout. You had LeVar Ball weeks ago talk about how, Lamelo has a child, and next thing you know, not only they go public, you see pictures. She has this nonprofit. It just feels like a rollout. It does. And again, if she wants to help women have children, it's the opposite of what we've seen from a lot of these women. They want to pursue abortion and getting rid of children. But she wants to help women who can't have kids have kids. When that's very noble. But I have to get to my real issue here, and that's that Lamelo could possibly be following the footsteps of LiAngelo. Even though LiAngelo, didn't he marry at least one of them? I just think that this sets a bad precedent, because we already see these predatory heifers who are close to hitting the wall, who are now trying to go after these young athletes. I just seen Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend Tahiri talking about how she now wants to date dudes in their 20s. Like, since when? Since when are you heifers want to date men in their 20s? But if they're NBA players, they're willing to do that. Now, again, I hope for LaMelo's sake it works out, because he's the one that's going to have to pay for this financially and mentally, right? Putting all your faith and trust in a woman who's been around the industry as long as she has is a gamble. It really is. It's a huge gamble. And I just don't understand these dudes. I don't understand these young men out here getting with these heifers. Probably got gray hairs we don't know about. And y'all are getting with these heifers. These are veterans. She is a veteran of the industry. Just imagine that. She's a veteran of the industry. She's a veteran. and listen, you could tell LaMelo understands that, because he didn't put a ring on her finger. He put a baby in her. Even though it was through IVF, that's still his child too. And he would prefer to put a baby in her than to actually put a ring on it. That's very telling. I hope it works out. I just think that women are on their best behavior before you give them a baby or a ring. But once you give them one of those, things change. We look at Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. Weren't they in love with each other? And then that baby was born and it changed everything. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next one.